Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. It has been a while since I've done a non-construction video, but of course I'm gonna start by showing you some progress. So, um, I've definitely made some more progress since the last time I've posted a video. I have a lot of videos in between now and my last video that I'll release after this one, but the purpose of this video is kind of to catch you guys up on a few things that are going on. One big thing is that I put a front door on here, which was kind of a big deal for me because I was literally just leaning a piece of plywood against it. That's my old plywood door that I just rested against there. And so I put a door on with a lock at least. So now the shop is completely closed. It has doors, windows, locks. There's only one window upstairs that it doesn't have, that I got plywood over. But either way, it's closed up. So I've got my remote control lights here. And I've got a few things inside that I haven't really shown yet, right? Because in my construction videos, I think the last thing I talked about was, I don't remember, putting up doors, I think. So obviously the doors are up. I haven't put the tracks on this door or this door, and it's been months because I haven't really needed to, right? I've got one door to come in and out. I don't have a driveway, so I can't really drive in and out. So I've just been putting that off. Typical, right? I've got a bunch of cars and my trucks in here. I've got my race car and my lift up. I've got some temporary electricity. I'll show you how that is. This is another video, but I started doing the box. I won't get into detail there. But these are my main wires that are supposed to come in that are not powered up yet. And the actual power that I have coming in is going through some Romex that goes under this plywood door, out there, under my camper, all the way to my house. So I'm basically running from my garage fuse box into here, and it's temporarily powering up my panel that I have running wires up and around to different stuff. So temporary electricity, nowhere near done, but that's what it is. This is my Corolla. I'll make a video about that sometime, but this is a project for me and my son in the future. I've got this thing inside because it shouldn't be sitting outside. That thing needs an engine. I've got my toolboxes. I got a big mess, but either way, I've got stuff coming in, my new forklift. I picked up this parts car, and then I got a bunch of stuff going on in here, all my insulation that I need to get to. But basically the point I'm at, I don't want to get too much into the construction stuff, but we failed the framing inspection for some really basic stuff. I need to add a couple more pieces of wood over there. I need to add some over there. I need to nail off all the brackets, the hurricane brackets that go along the trusses. And then the big thing was everywhere in the OSB that there's a joint like this, we have to add a nailer board or a block. And so you can imagine all the way up every, 4 feet around the whole building. So I think we counted 150 of those blocks that need to be nailed up. And so Jesse and I cut a bunch of blocks. Where did we put them all? This is all my scrap wood. But we literally cut, where did I put those? I've lost them. We cut a bunch of blocks like this to put up. I'll show you some that we've already done here. Yeah, just like this. So we just have to nail them from the outside. And it's been snowy, rainy, muddy, so I haven't really been motivated to go outside in the mud and do all that. But I did this wall before I put up the pallet rack. So I need to do that all the way around the shop. Once that's done and I pass the framing inspection, then I can put up insulation and interior paneling, whatever you want to call that. And man, I'm getting too much. I said this isn't a construction video, but it's turned out to be one. I got these ACM panels. They're aluminum composite with plastic in the middle. And I'm actually going to use that for interior walls, and I might use it for exterior siding. These panels were really cheap. I think I spent about $4,000 for all this, but that's enough to do the outside and the inside, which is cheaper than siding and drywall inside. And it should be really slick because it has a really nice finish, and it should make it so I could literally like wash the walls, right? I could just spray the walls and it'll be waterproof. Anyways, that wasn't my point. What was my point? This car I'm actually gonna hang up in the trusses for a minute because that is, I bought that to fix my other car, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now. What am I gonna talk about? A couple things I wanna tell you guys about. Basically, my drift season is, I'm scaling back a little bit because I've been spending so much time working on this shop, and basically all my money has been going into this shop, right? So drifting costs money. I'm pretty good at doing it relatively inexpensively, but it still costs money. And it doesn't help that I've got, my main car needs an engine, my chaser needs an engine, my truck needs a rear end. And so everything I used to go drifting is down right now, which means time and money, both of which are in short supply for me. So that's going to affect my drift season. I did not register for the entire season of Hot Pit, but I am going to do probably 2 guest rounds of Hot Pit, and then whatever other events I can find my way into this year. But one big thing I'm doing next week, I'm flying over to Portugal again, my favorite country to go to. I'm going with my oldest son, and we're taking a vacation. And I think that's a good experience and a good education for a 10-year-old boy. I want to take him over there, just father son, and do some stuff. But we are going to be drifting while we're there. My friend Pinto from Aquina Motorsports, that's the one. He's a great host. He's got a car ready, and I've actually got his car here, and so we're doing this back and forth thing. But I'm going to be going over there and just enjoying myself, because here's the thing: at the end of the day, like, you can stack money, right? You can work, stack money, buy nice things, but life experiences, to me, are more valuable than money. So if I spend my time and money traveling, meeting people, gaining experiences, and in this case, sharing those experiences with my son, that's it, man. What else is there? Aside from that, João Barrion, Brazilian drifter who has done Formula Drift for the past few years. His headquarters are here in Utah, in Salt Lake. He's got his car here, and so when he comes to the United States, he comes here. Met him last year, and he actually reached out and asked if I would join his team. And so at this point, I've signed up to go along with him for all the rounds of Formula Drift except for Atlanta. He can't make that one. So I'm going to be crewing for João Barrion, which should be fun. And that's also going to mean that I do a little bit less drifting this year. Another big thing is that I've partnered with Terry Henderson, and we are running Drift Buffet in Utah and out of Utah. We're looking to do big things, but we're going to be hosting events. We just recently did a competition event in Utah, and it was February, so a lot of guys were not able to make it. Their cars were down for the off season, but we're doing another one in June, so that should be really fun. And so I'm trying to focus on kind of rebuilding my program, right? Because I had a lot of failures last year. Well, I'm used to failures, but having all my cars fail at the same time was a step backwards, right? So I got to get that all regrouped. I want to get everything set up and going. I want my shop operational. This is the big thing, right? Even during the summer, I know I'm going to be working on this. I'm not going to want to be traveling a lot, drifting, spending a bunch of money when I'm still trying to get this garage finished up. So I decided 2024 is my year to kind of earn money, save money, finish my projects here, and then 2025, I want to do Hot Pit again. That was a big thing for me. I love drifting, and I don't think I'll ever stop loving drifting. But another thing is to make sure and spend time with my family, right? So taking this trip to Portugal with my son is going to be a big deal for me and a big deal for him. So the next couple videos will probably be in between, maybe posting some more construction videos that are getting edited. The rest of it is going to be probably our trip to Portugal. And I'm going to do more of a tourist type vlog, not just drift related, but just seeing the sights. It's a beautiful country. I absolutely love it. Amazing people. And so I hope you guys put up with that. But thank you so much. I know a lot of you are not really into the construction videos. They don't get a lot of views, but for me, it's more of a, what would you call it? It's more of a personal record so that I can go back and look at all this stuff that we've done building this thing. This is a big deal for me, a big project, something that's new to me that I've never done. And so I wanted to document it so I can go back and watch it in 10 years, or my kids can watch it when they're working in this garage in 20 years, they show their kids, whatever it is. I just wanted to document it. So thanks for sticking along with all that. I want to change my content of course, back to what I love doing, which is automotive stuff and drifting. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. All right. So as I talked about, Jake and I have teamed up with João Barillon, and we're going to be traveling doing Formula D stuff as a pit crew for him. And so he's actually got the car based here in Salt Lake with Alex from 47 Garage. So it'll be the three of us traveling with João. And so we're doing every round of Formula Drift except
Atlanta.
That's right. So we've got what, 2 or 3 weeks? No, a month to get the car ready.
April 10th is the first round, Long Beach. Well, yeah.
So Alex is working hard to get the car done. They're doing basically engine. I mean, the whole car is stripped down to nothing, and we're not really involved that much in the build process of the car, so I don't need to get into that. But basically, it's going to be revamped. All the problems that João had last year were related to like mechanical failures. It seems like when his car worked, he's a weapon behind the wheel. And so I guess our job is just to make sure the car stays on track. And if he crashes or something breaks, get it back together. The idea was like Jake and I have done drifting together, like traveled together, and we work together well.
And the other thing was to try to have like, if everybody's in the same place as far as the team goes, then it's a lot easier to like get together, work out situations, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, if something happens and the car needs a major refresh mid-season, we're all here. And same with traveling. We all go to the airport. We all fly out at the same time. It's not trying to get someone from different parts of the country. And if we have to have meetings, if João flies into Salt Lake and we have to have a team meeting, boom, we just go and it'll be a lot easier. Yeah. So that's the plan this year. Obviously, that's going to affect the program. Last year, we did every round of hot pit. So this year, I only plan on doing 2 rounds of hot pit. So I'll be doing less drifting this year, more traveling. For me, I enjoy driving. I enjoy being a part of drifting in a lot of different aspects. So I'm definitely going to scale back my driving. Like I said, it has a lot to do with I spent a ton of money on the shop, so I need to scale back and focus on earning money. And I think this is a good way to both have fun drifting and have a side income also. So I think it'll be a good season, and I'm happy to travel with Jake because I like doing drift stuff with Jake, drifting with Jake.